Howdy and welcome back. My name is Lydia and I make little videos on the internet, one of which you're watching right now. And today's video is going to be something of like a getting organized spring vlog type situation. I don't have a lot of projects in the work right now. I've got my Valentine sweater from last year, which I briefly mentioned in my last video, and I'll pull it out and show you where I'm at and like what I'm working on. And then I do have was working on quilting a stocking for myself for Christmas. The stockings I had made the year prior were for me and my partner, and I had made them at the time and they were so cute, but as soon as you filled them, they looked so ugly. They looked horrendous. So I was like, let me switch it up. Let me try quilting a little stocking. And I was inspired by the Material Girls cowboy boot patchwork stocking pattern. I thought that was so cute, and I had never given quilting a try. So I was like, let me pick it up. Let me try my hand at quilting. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed how kind of methodical and precise it was. That's one thing I really enjoy about sewing. So I really enjoyed the process, but it is now March and I have not finished my stocking that was for December of last year. So I've got two whips: Valentine sweater holiday, which is already passed, cowboy boot stocking for Christmas holiday, which is already passed. So I've got those two whips in progress, but I've got kind of a busy weekend ahead of me. I spent this morning working through my craft closet, which is what I've got here, because it was kind of like busting at the seams, something akin to that. And so she's looking better. I have work today, work tomorrow, and then I get my hair cut on Saturday. And then also Saturday night, me and my roommates are hosting Machine Girls after party in our basement after their show in Atlanta, which is very exciting. We've done shows before in our basement and they were always so fun, but not really anything to this caliber. So that'll be really exciting. I just want to take you along with me. If you're liking this, give it a like. If you want to see more, I implore you to subscribe, and we'll get cracking. Howdy. It's Saturday. I finished weaving in the ends on the back of my sweater, and I realized I might have made a grave mistake within weaving in the ends, and it's that I snipped the extra yarn before blocking it. Now, I'm a lot more like comfortable with weaving in crocheted ends confidently, but obviously I'm pretty new to knitting, and so I'm not as confident, especially like with this like whole stripe situation and how many actual ends there were to weave in. But I'm gonna block it and I'm gonna cross my fingers, and I've already picked back up on the sleeves, and I'm gonna try and do those the correct way, which from what I've seen is like weaving in the ends but not snipping the extra thread and then blocking it so the threads have had time to like interlock and like marinate with each other before you snip the extra yarn, so that it doesn't come undone. And I did not do that with the body of the sweater, which the stripes do not look that good. I think that if I make another striped cardigan like this, another striped sweater, I'll do the like connecting situation maybe under the arm so that it's kind of less visible, because it doesn't look that great. But it's alright, it's my first striped sweater like this, so I'm giving myself grace. I'm allowing myself grace, and I'm allowing myself patience. Today's also the day of the show, so kind of people are showing up today and kind of getting ready for that. I was supposed to get my hair cut, but I had to end up rescheduling my appointment, which is so sad. So I have my fuck ass haircut for one more week, and then I'll have my cutie little haircut. I also spent a little bit of time painting my cutie little nails. I developed an allergy to gel nail polish. Probably a year or so ago, I realized I had developed an allergy to gel nail polish, and so I got really into lacquer, nail polish lacquer, and so I used Petals for a Narcissist by Mooncat, and I'll do a better picture video of it because it's so cute, but it's this gray base, and then it's got this lilac pinky purple shift, and it's so cute. And so I did my little nails, and now I'm working on my little sweater because this shindig doesn't go down till midnight. So I've got time to work on my little sweater. Got my coffee, got my sweater, got my YouTube, got my Cheez-Its, and we're gonna keep it pushing. It is currently Monday. The Machine Girl show was on Saturday and it was crazy. I have never actually that was so crazy. It was so cool. There were so many people. The vibes were so good and it was basically just really perfect. However, it went on probably till 5:30. So kind of yesterday was world's shortest day because I woke up at probably 10 and I ate breakfast and then I was asleep in bed by 8 p.m. after taking another nap during the day, exhausted. And then today, this evening, cool 11 hours of sleep. So safe to say that I'm low-key still plumb tired. But let me get my sweater because I made some progress on it yesterday while I was chilling, and then on Saturday because the show didn't start till midnight. So let me go grab those. Okay, here's where we're at with her in the sleeve. I think that I'm finishing this cycle of stripes, and then I'm gonna start the ribbing because there's 30 rows of 1x1 twisted rib. Is it twisted? Yeah, 1x1 twisted rib. But it fits so cute, and I'll say the issue that I'm having with the stripes this time is almost non-existent. They look so much better. They do have jogs, but every method I've tried for jogless stripes makes it look more obvious. So I don't know if I'm doing them wrong, but maybe I'm actually the jog, that ain't that bad. That doesn't bother me that bad. If you'll have recommendations for jogless stripes, let me know. I'll give them a whirl. But I feel every time I've tried them, it looks like doo-doo, straight doo-doo. And that leaves us with this kind of a little bit fucked up situation in the back. But when I block it, I'm hoping that that'll kind of hide that a little bit better. But I made some good progress. Just about 35, I want to say, more rows on the sleeve, and then other sleeve, and then block her. I did recall, I forgot how quickly this project works up. So I'm I've been working, for whatever reason, all winter. I was working full A crochet. I was working fingering weight, lace weight yarns, teeny tiny yarns. And I'm man, when you use something that's what is this? I think I'm using a 5.5. Yeah, 5.5 millimeter. It works up a little quickly. But she's so soft and she's so plushy. So excited to keep working on her, but that's my progress. That's the progress that I made the weekend, over my busy weekend. And this week I'm just trying to chill. this week I'm just trying to chill. Of course I have work. But I'm mostly just trying to like not stress myself out too much. Okay, so I'm going back and forth on these videos because I'm very busy. Firstly, I work a full-time job, but I go back and forth because I'm like, what if I just did them 2 weeks and just did 2 videos a month instead of 1 week? But I feel like I'm not able to capture all that I want to capture in one video in 1 week. So y'all let me know. Would y'all rather have less, slightly longer videos with more beef to them, with more cake to them? Or are these cute little 10-minute, this is like an exact look at my week type of videos for a very normal person who works a full-time job who also likes to craft? This is like a very real glimpse into my week. Y'all let me know. All that to say, this is the progress I've made on my sweater this week, which is not bad. I wove in all the ends. I started the sleeve, and then this morning I was able to finish her, and it fits cute. I will say, I think that herein lies the issue of starting a project a year and a half ago, and then picking it back up. I don't wear cropped things like this no more. I really don't. But I have enough yarn to finish the other sleeve, and then I'm gonna pick out the cast off on the bottom, pick up the stitches, and add probably another like rotation of stripes, another 15 rows to the bottom, and that'll make it sit a little bit lower. And obviously once it's blocked, it'll sit a little bit lower too. But that's where I'm at. I have to add another sleeve, but this sleeve turned out so cute. I'm so pleased with the shape of it. I have to add the other sleeve, unpick the bottom row, add my extra 15 rows on the bottom, and then weave in the ends on the sleeves, block her, and then she's done. Easy peasy, so easy. Just a few more steps left. I'm almost done, I swear. With that being said, I think I could finish her in the next week. So I'm like, is it worth doing just like 2 kind of longer videos a week? I mean, 2 kind of longer videos in a month? Or do y'all like the short little like 10-minute? But that's where I'm at with her. She is very beautiful. She's very plush and very soft, and I'm excited to be done with her, but that's where I am with her at the moment. But with that, I think I shall end the video here. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, I implore you to subscribe. Let me know down below, would y'all prefer 2 kind of longer, more juicy videos a month? Or are these cute little bite-sized 10-15 minute very real looks into my life and the time that I have to invest in creating and reading? Y'all let me know. And I will see you in the next video.